Empire Mining.
Welcome to Empire Mining's YouTube channel. Today we will show people who are currently mining ETH and now want to dual mine ETH and TON coin together with the current equipment. Also, we're going to do a little, if you want to just mine maybe separately, we'll show you also another way to go about it and what to do and what not to do. We've been dabbling with the TON coin for a little bit. So, we're going to pass our knowledge over to you guys. For people that don't know, TON is a coin developed by the company that brought you Telegram. If you hop over to ton.org, open up the site, you can go in here, and basically when you get to this page, if you wanted to read, click the mining tab here, click the how to mine, and there's a whole, I'm not going to go into all this, but it's going to basically explain to you, about how it's being done and the process of everything on there. But this video is to show you how to just jump right in and a few things to look out for. But people that don't know what Telegram is, a lot of miners do. We actually been using it for years. We use that to actually show when our rigs go online and off. Simple Mining has a dash, through their dashboard will relay API the information out. And we've been using that, and I was using it way before then as a messenger service. So one of the things we're going to go over is a reason for mining TON coin right now. There's a lot of videos out there. There's a lot of people pulling out of it, and there's a lot of people, bad advice, good advice. Like we always say here, all these coins are volatile. They're all risk. They're all reward. I'm going to explain what my feeling to it. Right now, currently, today, TON is at $1.81. So basically, it's down a little, but it's still, about where it sits. For people out there with Ethereum, if you remember, back in March of 2019, I think it was low 100s. People were getting out. People were selling their cards. Everybody was, ETH was dead. We slowed down our production, following advice of a lot of people. Later on, I think it was in September, we saw it start creeping back up. We got rid of a lot of our 4 gigabyte cards due to the DAG file, upgraded to the 8 gig. And when ETH got back up by the end of the year, we had 100 cards in production. We were able to pick up some cards early on. And, so with that being said, you probably hear in my other videos, we're playing with house money, but, in hindsight, anybody that actually got out of it completely is probably very upset right now. So I'm going to go over the pros real quick. If you're mining ETH already, you're pretty much already set up to, to start producing TON coin. Most new rig cards, you will lose no performance in the ETH mega hash. So in other words, if you're doing 330 on a 12 card, RX 580 rig, you're gonna see about the same. With that being said, I do see certain cards, and I know they're still working out, from Team Red to LO Miner, and the ones that are looking to get into the dual mining, or already in. I noticed that they're coming out updates daily. This is normal with stuff like this. God bless those people running those mining programs. They're doing all the hard work for us. But you can also mine on cards that don't perform well or at all on ETH. So for instance, I'm going to show you a little bit in this video. We own a computer repair service. I have a customer's Acer gaming laptop in here right now that is a NVIDIA GTX 1650. It's a 4 gig card, so it would barely do any ETH. You would lose money, on a machine like that with ETH, but it does a decent amount of TON. So you may have a laptop like that, and you might want to, get into the game using that. So I'll show you that real quick, a picture of that. And the reason behind all of this, everybody's saying $1.81, and when you see how long it takes to produce, you're going to calculate it. And I believe right now with our estimates, we're barely making money. We're enough to pay the electric, barely making money. That's not what we're getting into it. We're getting into it because, as you use it freely in the mining world, we're hoping to get lucky. Basically, we're hoping this coin takes off. And everybody has their own opinion why. But we're basically looking at it as hey, we can gather it up for free right now. Perfect example. With Ethereum, when we were sitting on, I believe it was, I was sitting on, I want to say about 30 something coins, and it was down and out, and everybody was moving out. There's that, it went up to, off the top of my head, I think it was 130. It hit as high as 4,000. So, so perfect example. Say you produce, keep it simple. Say you produce 100 of this TON coin, which is worth right now less than $200. But say that was to shoot up to let's say 10, which would be 5-6 fold. You just made $1,000 that quick. And these things can go a lot higher. They can also go lower. But that's do your research. Don't take my advice as a financial thing. If you feel like hopping in because I am, that's great. If we both make money, that's great. If we both lose a little bit of money, but I can't see you really losing a whole lot. So the cons, and this is to be taken for most of the advanced miners out there probably already know all this and all that, but this is for the I consider myself a mid-level, in between a mid-level and advanced miner, for doing it for 4 years, but there's still a lot that I'm learning from other people's YouTube channels, but I'm going to pass my info. So for the cons, this will use 20% more watts and amperage. So basically, the card is going to be running at a little bit higher performance. So make sure if you have your PDU maxed out at like 16 amps right now, be very careful. If you have your outlets, your breakers, make sure you can handle that. Along with that, it's going to also raise your electric bill. I'm saying 20%. That's what I'm seeing on my end. Every card, everybody's different. But make sure that that you're set up for that. Perfect example. If you've seen some of our other videos, we have an office that one location that's maxed out. When I first was looking to dual mine, I said I'm not going to throw it on all the machines. I'm going to throw it on a test machine. And when I throw it on a test machine, I noticed that right off the bat. If I would have pushed that out to the other 16 rigs in that office, I would have popped the breakers, which they're in place for. But it would have put everything, because we basically, on all of our PDUs and our line runs and our gauge wire, we're pushed, to the 80%, limit already. This would push that over that. So people running stuff out of their house, if you're not sure, post in the comment, let us know what you're doing now. We can help you to make sure you're not, running any risk there. Also, right off the bat, once we started dual mining, you realize you would bring 10% more heat. So you will find that your poorly cooled mining rigs, will show their ugly heads really quick. So you will bring extra heat. So make sure you have the proper ventilation. We did have to add a few fans to to a few of our rigs. No big deal. Talking about $5-10 fan, and it did the job. Along with those two things, naturally the third con, it's going to bring more stress to your card. It's going to find your weak cards, etc. That's just part of the game. 95% of our cards are still under warranty for the next 2 years, I believe. Majority of them is that. So so we don't care. That's on the manufacturer's side. So our goal here is to try to make money off these things, and whichever way we need to. So with that being said, like I said, take all that information. I would advise. I'm going to walk you through on real quick. So like I said, while you're at the site, you could have been reading that, jumping through as I was babbling on the pros and cons. But basically, so now we're over to Tom mining site. As you will see, if you go up to core right here and you go down to wallets, you will see they have a web wallet and they have other platforms, web wallet for Windows, naturally. So I'm going to show all the platforms. I'm not going to fully walk you through this because I think you can figure it out with the info that I'm going to provide you with. But you look, they have an Apple, iOS, So basically, that's what we're using. So I have access to it from my cell phone, which I also have Telegram. They got the Timekeeper is actually an app. That's what we just been using. They have it for the Android. They have the web wallet. They have the Google Chrome plugin, the Windows wallet. Like I said, basically doesn't matter what you pick, whichever you feel more comfortable with. I prefer the phone ones. If you're a miner like me, you're probably looking at your phone and your money you're making and losing, and just the excitement of the game. I'll admit I'm sometimes at a red light doing it. So you probably want to go with the mobile platform. But basically click on these. For instance, this will bring you over. And basically you'll go in here. Once you create a wallet, you're going to create a wallet. It's going to give you real long number like all the other past wallets. You're going to take that wallet and you're going to actually plug it in, and you're going to go download Telegram, which you'll need. So you're going to go to your whether it's computer, phone, and download Telegram. And once you get Telegram, I advise to set up the proper security on there. Make sure you have it, whether it's linked to your phone or something like that, so that to protect your wallet and protect your Telegram account. If somebody got into that account, they can do that. So once you have the Telegram app installed and you open up, as you walk through your wallet, it's going to, basically load in. You're going to see a little icon, and it's going to load in there. And this process actually has changed since they first started. So it's a little bit, but basically what it's going to do is if you type and if you go in here, it's going to ask you for your wallet, and you basically just paste your wallet in here, and then you're going to get congrats. Now you can use your whales pool, blah blah blah, and and I'm going to show you real quick. If you do / balance, withdrawal, recent withdrawals, change wallet stats, exactly. So basically, naturally this is going to show you your balance if you want to withdraw out into your wallet. So you're going to basically use this to there. When you do the stats, it's going to give you a link, and basically that link is where you can go watch what you're producing and everything. So so basically, that should be, you should be able to figure that out. Your whole goal is to get this wallet number right here. This is what you're going to need to start the dual mining. And so now we're going to, at this point, if you have any issues with that, put in the comments. Like I said, they changed it slightly, and they're changing it daily. But like I said, I think that should be enough info to get you on there. But with that being said, we're going to actually jump right into the mining side of it also. So here we have our test rig that we're going to be using for this video. Basically, it consists of a RX 580 8GB Red Devil Golden Edition. And we also have a XFX, I believe that's a GTR-S Black Edition. It's an 8GB RX 580. So basically two RX 580s, as you can see right here. Clock settings are 1150 on the core, 2000 on the memory, 900 on the undervolt. One thing you'll probably notice if you're looking at here, you're going to see this overclock setting where it says TeamRedMiner version 8.1, which is an older one. That's just the name of our config. We just haven't changed it in quite some time, just basically because it's going to restart all our rigs. But you want to get the newest TeamRedMiner up to date. I think they're at 9.4 or right around there. But you basically just want to go make sure you're at the newest, because this dual mining is new. This machine actually is a Optiplex 3020. If you look at some of our other videos, you'll see we have some of these in production / we use them to build cheap Windows 11 machines on the computer side. They're pretty good workhorse machines. It's an i5. It's 8 gig. You can pick this setup up on eBay, for about $50, right, give or take. And we got the Silicon 16 gig, which is a pretty cool thumb drive because it has a LED light on it, which is good in the mining, so you can actually see if it's when you go headless. With that being said, the purpose of this right here is to show you Right now we're doing 30, 30 and a half, right around 60 on the two right there. One pulling 100 watts, one pulling 90 watts. Everybody's different. So that's basically what it's at right now. Just doing ETH. So there you have just the ETH. So once you get your wallet, you're gonna want to go and you're gonna want to open up here, and here is a sample config which I will put in the description. This is for TeamRed. If you go onto the Toncoin site, it will show you the different ones for the different. This is for dual mining. As far as that goes, you're gonna want to take this config. Naturally, we use the US1 server. Your ETH wallet's gonna go in right here. That's where your ETH wallet's gonna go. This is where your rigName would go. Simple mining, that's the variable for there. So if you use different software, it might be slightly different, but pretty much everything else is the same. You're gonna add in here. So this is where the TON starts. So this whole thing right here is what you're going to want to add for the dual mine. So this adds it. That's the pool that TeamRed is using. There are other pools and stuff out there. So far, we've been pretty good with here. The mode is icemining. And then here's where you're going to post in your wallet. So you're going to put your wallet here with a space after and space before the -p, and then it's going to end with the TON end, which gives it the lets the script pass on that it's on there. So basically, I'm going to put that in the description. That's what you're going to need, and we have one pre-saved on here. So I'm going to go and we're going to hop over, and we're going to see. And as you see, we have tons of there, but we're going to go to here, and we're going to restart our rig, and basically. So basically what I'm going to do here is you'll see, I just want you to see the scrolling through here, but you'll see it's connected on here, and you'll see, if you're new to dual mining or something like that, it's see how it's pausing the GPUs and everything. It's basically calibrating what it could dual mine and this and that. And there's, like I said, this is still in the early stages, so don't be alarmed. I have seen some cards. I know that they're not being fully calibrated. I just know that it's something in the works. But if you see here, basically, as you can see scrolling here, it's going to give you the mega hash. As you can hear, the card's revving up. So as I explained earlier on in the video, they will do more. But if you see right here, basically this lags behind the bottom screen, but you're going to see this pull up, and in a second it's going to give you the totals on here, and I want you to pay attention to a bunch of things on here. So there it goes. So we're kind of close. We're almost, like I stated earlier, these two cards are pulling, right up on there. As far as the size, there's, that's what they kind of level out at, 735 mega hash. Which the two are doing almost 1.5. As you see on the wattage, so there we have 30 watts more, 20 watts. So as I stated earlier, I said 20%. These are pulling 25 to, to 30, and they jump around. But for the most part, we get, I'd say 20 to 30% on there. But basically, as you can see now, you're going to see the mega hash on the ETH change around, but that levels out. These two cards were, we've had them do, these for just, not just for this video, but these were our test cards originally with the dual mining for us. So, but if you see right here, you're going to see that's going to level out. So we're getting the same ETH. So when, purpose of showing you all this is we're going to game, and that's going to jump up, but after it levels out, and sometimes it takes a half an hour. But basically, you're going to get that 1.5 gigahash of TON. I don't want to say for free, because you're using about a little bit more than 20 to 30% on the electric. You will see these temperatures run a little bit hotter. the GPU ASICs up a little bit on there. This is in a room right now, isolated, so it's not too hot. So if you have these rigs in next to each other like we do with our main facility, you will see temperatures jump up definitely a little bit more. But like I stated earlier, you're going to get more heat, you're going to get more wattage, you get more stress on the cards. I can physically hear these cards. They're actually a little bit louder than they normally are. And that's just because the fans, 8250 right there. So with that being said, at this point you will start producing. As you can see here, I'll scroll here. I know I got the video in the way, but you can get, for the most part, there. Grab the share already, accepted right there. So like I said, you will see a lot of rejected shares. I did at first. TeamRed's working on that. They all have their pros and cons with the mining thing. But I have my best luck with TeamRed. So basically, you want keep an eye on the temperatures, keep an eye on the watts. If you're like I said, pay attention to the watts specifically. You do not want to go over. This is way overkill for these two cards, but when you're set up, you basically want to make sure. So at this point, everything's going to level out right about 1.5. Like I said, those watts are probably going to pretty much stay there. They'll drop down a little bit, and at this point, you're going to want to hop over to your Telegram app, and I'm going to show you real quick how you can see on there what to do. So now you're going to open up your Telegram app and go into the Telegram chat room for the whales pool bot. And when you're in here, you're gonna basically, if you do a / it'll give you what you can do. So the first thing you can do is you can go up to balance and you get enter, and as you can see, it's gonna say your pool balance is 3 point. It's gonna show your effective gigahash and everything. So basically, no, it didn't do 3 ton coin that quick. We have other machines and we just dump the balance, and as you can see, we have different variables in here. We have actually different wallet, but for the most part, you're going to see yours probably has nothing at this point. If you wanted to change a wallet, that's big for people that actually have multiple wallets, and you got the Ton Hub, the app, where you can get them all in there. When you get that app, it'll give you a new wallet, and you can migrate all your old wallets and then come in here and change it to the new. So stats is the once you get some coin, you can go to withdrawal. I'll show you that in a second. How simple that is. Recent withdrawals will show. For instance, let's hit that. It'll show you the different withdrawals on there. All the payouts and on there. But the main thing that I want you to see is on here. You can go to stats. And when you hit the stats, it's gonna give you the link, and this link will bring you to your actual wallet of let me show you. It'll bring you up to here, and it'll actually bring you the wallet. And on here, you can basically come in here and you can see what your actual mega hash is, and everything on here. It'll show you the submitted shares, all that. With that being said, that's self-explanatory. And it'd be good, for you to see that. But for the purpose of the video, you're going to do that. So one of the things that you want to do here also. So once you produce some coin and you want to withdraw, you're going to use naturally the withdrawal there. Basically, once you do that, it's going to say, now you see there's a 0.02 network fee. So you want to make sure you get a decent amount of ton. You don't want to have a 0.03 and give it there. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to just show you, there. So what you replied with is the amount. If you reply with 0, it'll pull your full balance. If you wanted to do less, naturally you type in what you want to do. So we're going to do 0, and we're going to go in there, and there you go. It's especially withdrawal. So now if we go to recent withdrawals, and there's the one, which is slightly pending on there. So there's how you actually pull the money into your wallet, and basically, you got the / commands in here. It's pretty simple to use. And once you get it there, your balance now will naturally be 0. And these show your effective hash rates, and it's not as detailed as Ethereum and other ones, but gets the point across. So here we have, like I said early on in the video, this is a customer's computer. It's an Acer Nitro 5. So basically this machine is a gaming laptop with an NVIDIA chip in there. To show you what it has in it. Basically, we just this had a broken charging jack that we repaired. But if we go up to here, as you see, it's an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650. It's only 4 gig. So basically, it won't handle ETH or this that. But I just want to show you this for the sake of anybody out there. And I'm going to shoot a video probably later on also for people that don't have mining equipment, maybe just looking to dabble and roll the dice on Toncoin. But basically, run over to GitHub. For this video, we're gonna do LO mining. So you're gonna go into there. Once you download it, you're gonna have you'll see the different things in here. So you got the time, this and that. We renamed it up just to show up here. But there's mine ETH. There's mine. So basically, with these, you're gonna open it up, edit, just like I showed earlier, and you're gonna put in your wallet, and then here I'm gonna show you. And like I said, this is you see the 2 cars here, GTX 1650, 4 gig memory right there. And then basically 2 things. Naturally, you want to make sure it's plugged in. And for this video, I'm actually doing on wireless, which I haven't seen any decrease, whether it's Ethernet or wireless. So so I would probably, me personally, I would leave it on the wireless. But this is for the people out there that game, and they might say, hey, I want to try to get into mining, or just something there. You can actually, while you're not using your laptop, run this. It's not that stressful, as far as there. I ran some temp stuff to see, and it's not, it's not too bad. But as you can see right there, it's already mining. So if you can see right there, it's already just got a job, and it's doing, there you go, 7. So if you look, it's equivalent to the RX 580. And like I said, naturally, Toncoin's not as difficult as a ETH procedure is, but there you have it. Like I said, this is a customer's machine. So believe it or not, yes, we stress test them this way. Or this one we were just making sure it charged up, so we'll leave this running, and sometimes we let it run for 24 hours, and it works out good, and it's free another way to get free Toncoin there. You will see the pull timeout up there. That is very common. You'll see stuff, but basically, as you can see, it's connected there, and there it goes. It's getting jobs, and that's that simple. And basically, it's just as simple as downloading that, unzipping the folder, and you are now considered a miner if you've never done any of this before. So if you hop back over to your Telegram app, whether it's your phone or your PC, you do /stats. As you type to it, it does bring up here, so you can go up here and click on it, But if you hit that, basically, you're gonna see link, and this links to your wallet. So basically, when you click on that, it's gonna bring you to the TonWalls.com, which is the pool, and you're gonna see stats start to fill in here. Like I said, ours is a hot mess because we're shutting it down for this video. Moving some rigs around and everything, but basically you want to start looking for your hash rate, 16 minutes, your effective hash rate. It's going to show you your things. Don't be alarmed, like I said, if you see a few rejected. We've been pretty good. Like I said, they fixed a lot, so with that being said, you should be good. You can hear my rigs racing up because I just turn them back on, which I'll show you at the end of the video. So basically, here's where you get your stats right here. Also, if you're using different mining software or something like that, if you click here, this shows you everything about, from the Telegram group to everything, to the support, to the top pool miners, your hash rate for the total pool, and if you click the Start Mining tab right here, it shows you the different pools, shows you the different miners. So for instance, LOL miner, like if you weren't sure, you click on this, gives you the pool address, and if you go, look in here, right here, shows you the argument. So that's the argument for the pool. So that's what you would add to your mining software. Like I said, it's they have them all on here. They have TeamRed, which we GMiner, TimeMiner Pro. This vanilla miner is actually one that just runs. It's pretty neat. We toyed around with some of these and also running there. Like I said, there's pros and cons to all these. I'm not going to go through that. It's too new. I'm sure they'll weed their way out on there. But that's there. So if you hop over to our rig, so here's the one that we showed you. As you hear, it probably got noisier towards the end of this video, so I fired up my 2 other rigs, which are in this current room, mainly for heat. It is about 10 degrees outside right now, so I use these rigs to actually heat. We shot a video yesterday showing people, but basically here's a 2-card rig, here's a 12-card rig. I wanted to show you this one because this one's one where it shows you. So these MSI cards, these ones I know it's a little on the low end. We figured ways to get these up there. I'll be honest with you, this was just for the purpose of this video, so this is just a straight up, just to show you how to get started. But you can, by changing clocks and voltages, all that, as you see on there, because they rise up. You have to toy around with it a little bit, but most people in the mining, can figure that out on their own. So there's that. So as you see, I'm getting 6 gigahash on those 12, like I said, and that only went up a little bit. As you see, I'm almost 200. That's on a 240, so that's up there. But like I said, doing 6 gig, and then here's a 8-card rig, and I will show you these rigs in a second, just so you can, I know a lot of people always ask. This one too is very effective, 5.28. Gigahash on the TON coin, on the dual mining side, and like I said, we're in. Everybody has their own feeling on that. But let me get over and show you the actual rigs real quick, and before we sign off. Give you a quick rundown. People always ask to see. So here's the rig that you just saw earlier on in this video. So that is currently just testing things that we're horsing around with dual mining stuff. You can see the flash USB drive flash in there. That's the LED light on there. Pretty hard to find USB drives without there. So that's the 2-card test rig that you saw. Up here we have a 12-card rig. So this one actually has been, this particular rig I think has been running for 2 years. This is now dual mining. There's the motherboard, BioStar 12 porter, which is almost impossible to find right now. 2 power supplies tucked in down there, 1500 watt and 1200 watt, all running on 240. As you see, this is pretty much a temporary setup to provide heat. This is actually in the basement of my house, so provides heat for pretty much most of my house. There's a Bluetooth fan, Alaska Bluetooth fan, which turns on. You can set that to bring in, bring out, and it pumps heat, cold air in or hot air out, or one in, one out to cycle the air. Very handy. Has temperature settings right now. Right now it's currently off because it doesn't need to be on because it's 10 degrees outside. We just had a snowstorm. But there it is. There's dual mining. As you see this fan right here, this helps, when needed to get the heat out of there. Also over here is an 8-card rig, which you just saw in the dashboard. So like I said, other fan off to the side there, and a fan here. Which none of those fans are on right now. So not needed to. But there you have it. Like I said, like I said, this is how I heat my basement and majority of my house. Feel free to sub to our channel. If you have any even comments, if you have any videos that you would like us to shoot, more information about the dual mining. Like I said, I personally hope more people get into it. I think it's always great. If you want us to shoot a certain video or something like that, or have an idea. But signing out from Empire Mining on another storm day. So I've got time to shoot videos today. But like I said, leave us a sub. We will guarantee leave you a sub back. And signing out from the mining world.